Hello and welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host Kevin Lynch, and tonight we're going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with Russell Brand's sexual assault allegations. Hollywood Headlines starts right now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Sanai Browning for being today's guest. Famous comedian, movie star, and internet personality Russell Brand has been found facing serious accusations of rape and sexual assault by at least 4 different women, with incidents dating back to over 7 years ago. Brand, who in recent years has developed the character of an online, quote, wellness guru, and conspiracy theorist through his social media channels, has denied all claims of wrongdoing, claiming that while he was at one time, quote, promiscuous, all of the interactions were consensual. Backlash has already begun against Brand, with YouTube demonetizing his channel and prior suggestive jokes made by the comedian resurfacing as of this Wednesday. Sanai, what do you think about this?
I'm going to be entirely for real right now. I don't know much about Russell Brand. All I know is that he made like the Hot movie and
The Hot movie, yeah, the Easter one, right?
That, and he dated Katy Perry. That's like literally the only thing about that man that I know.
Right.
As far as him doing this stuff, I'm not even gonna lie. If it's true, I'm not surprised. Like, he's kind of just always been this eccentric, weird kind of person. So if he were to have done something like this, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, wow, I'm shocked. Because, I mean, at this point, with the amount of people that have been accused of stuff as of recently, I can't
It's
sit here
very,
and say I'm
very
surprised.
serious. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Russell Brand, I've just, like, those, like, recent interviews being brought up again on social media, I've been watching those, and I was just like, yeah, no, this makes a lot of sense now. Not only have I just known him as a person, like, or known him as, like, a celebrity figure, it's just, yeah, it's so noticeable now, even with the celebrity interviews and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Do you think these allegations will destroy his career?
I don't think so. I don't think it's really going to do anything, if I'm going to be entirely honest. It just seems like all of these people who do get caught in these allegations, it may help them for a bit, but like unless they're like actively going to be like sued or like put in jail, then I highly doubt they're really going to do anything. It's just more of just trying to hold the person accountable, which should happen, but I just don't think it's going to do much on like holding him accountable in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, I just hope that he's held accountable if this is true. It's just very unfortunate that these kinds of things happen. It's just not great on our society at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But recently, Swifties had to face the challenges of the search engine Google. On Tuesday, it was revealed that a series of 89 puzzles would be launched as a part of a mysterious vault. It was later revealed that this vault required 33 million puzzles to be solved in order to reveal new title tracks. These tracks will be released as a part of Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version, which is scheduled to release on October 27th. Stumbling upon an issue, though, the fan base was faced with glitches when solving these puzzles. From not being able to submit more answers to answers not being logged, Swifties were upset that the goal seemed unmeetable. Google addressed the issues on X, formerly known as Twitter, late Tuesday. Eventually, Swifties made it out on top and unlocked the vault that featured a voice note from Taylor Swift herself. She revealed the new vault track titles, which are Now That We Don't Talk, Suburban Legends, Stay Don't Go, and Is It Over Now. Later, the 5th title was unscrambled from Taylor Swift's Instagram video to be Slut. This track was confirmed when the back covers of the album were revealed. Sanai, how do you feel about 1989 Taylor's Version?
I think it's going to be a good album for her. I will admit 1989 was probably the first album of Taylor's that I listened to, and I mean, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan. I'm so sorry to all the Swifties in the room, but it's not her, okay? I think she's a good person, I think it's just, I do not listen to her music enough. I'm
Right.
so sorry. But I do think that this was great for her fans because I do know that a lot of her fans were like itching to figure out what songs are gonna be on, especially with her Eras tour that went crazy over the past summer.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I know that they were like waiting for this to happen. So I'm just really excited for them to see like, oh, what are they gonna be able to get? Like, I'm excited for them.
Right. I mean, 1989 was like Taylor Swift's, in my opinion, like gateway into pop. Because before that, with Taylor Swift's debut album, Fearless and Speak Now, and Red, those were mostly country. Red was turning a little bit more into pop, but 1989 was her like intro to pop, and she did such a beautiful job. Like, I personally love Taylor Swift. At first, I wasn't too big of a fan. Not that I don't dislike her at first, it's just like I didn't regularly listen to her music. But now that I've discovered her music from my friends back at home and from here, it's just her music is so, so good. I always listen to her. Like, I just genuinely always listen to her. I'm planning, so I'm a big vinyl guy. I love to collect vinyl records. I mean, I'm planning on getting 1989 on CD personally, and I'm planning on getting Speak Now on vinyl. And Speak Now has many different variations, which I think is very cool. I already have Evermore on vinyl and Folklore on CD, which I'm very excited about. I'm planning on getting all of them. It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's an expensive business. But you know what? It's worth it because Taylor's just such an amazing
Taylor,
great
if you're
artist.
willing to put down that money, then I guess you're willing to put it
I'd
down.
do anything for Taylor, literally. She owes my life. Anyways, when we come back from the break, we'll be talking about Drake's recent cover art for his latest single. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Drake has made headlines over the cover art in his latest single. That song, called Slime You Out, which features SZA and came out last Friday, has cover art featuring actress Halle Berry covered in slime. The song is the first single released from Drake's upcoming album, For All the Dogs, that will be available to listen on all music platforms on October 6th. The photo in question was from the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in 2012, where Halle Berry got slimed. Berry said that he did in fact ask for her permission to use the photo, but she denied his request and Drake used it anyway. On streaming platforms, that photo has been replaced with his album cover of For All the Dogs, the original one. Sinai, what are your thoughts about this situation?
I think that it's messy. Drake should have easily just, if she said no, then the answer's no. Just stop.
Period.
Like,
Period.
he has very much a pattern of doing this, so
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you being so messy? Just like, if she said no, just use another cover. You could have just used the album cover.
The
for
original
that.
one that I think his son drew, which I think
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, just use that. You have more opportunity for that.
Yeah, Drake's had many recurring patterns over the years. We've talked about this on Hollywood. This has been a recurring theme. Drake somehow finds his way, no matter what.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a surprising move by Drake? I think I know what you're
No.
gonna say.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
agree.
And if I could speak to the audience real quick, Drake is mid, he's trash, he's not even that good. The only reason that people even like him right now is because of 21 Savage. So I don't see why y'all like him. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't see why people like him. It's just, I don't think that is gonna be great. And SZA could have done so much better. She did not need to come onto this song. So.
I know, I was shocked. I'm a little saddened by SZA for getting on that song. Just right after Telekinesis 2, going from that to Drake.
But here's the thing. Apparently, they were rumored to even be talking at one point. Like, they were rumored to be dating at one point.
Dating?
Yes.
What?
Before she got famous.
What?
Mm-hmm. She could have done better. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is going on? Oh my God. This is the first time I'm hearing this, folks. I am just at a loss for words. Any final thoughts?
It's just, Drake is messy. That's all I can really ever say. He's just messy. It's never gonna change me.
All right. Country and folk singer sensation Zach Bryan just recently announced his highly anticipated Quittin' Time tour to kick off the release of his 5th studio album, Zach Bryan. This tour marks his return to Ticketmaster after boycotting it for his previous tour, Burn, Burn, Burn. In the past, Bryan had referred to Ticketmaster as a, quote, huge monopoly that sits there and steals money from working class people, end quote. However, after relaying the news to his fans that he would be returning to Ticketmaster for this tour, he tweeted and confessed that, quote, no one man can change the whole system, end quote. The tour begins March 6, 2024 in Chicago. Sinai, are you a fan of Zach Bryan?
No, I don't know him.
You don't know him at
so-
all? Okay. No, fair.
This is like the whole compilation of me not knowing people. I literally do not know anything about Zach Bryan. I recently, I heard stuff about him, like some unsavory things about the fact he got arrested, but I don't know much about him. So it's gonna be kind of interesting because he seems to be a decent artist. So I hope that this tour goes well, but I don't know much about his music or anything.
I'm a big Zach Bryan fan. One of my favorite songs of his, if you guys are Zach Bryan fans, my favorite song of his is Sun to Me. Like the sun, not like a sun. Like the sun that shines bright. That's one of my favorite songs. I've been listening to that on the daily. It's just so optimistic and so upbeat. His vocality, is that a word? I don't even know. His vocals on all of his songs is just so unique as an artist too. He's such an up-and-coming artist, and he was in Philly. Really wanted to see him. So many people saw him. But yeah. Thoughts on his take of Ticketmaster though?
That's true. I will say that because Ticketmaster, this isn't the first time that Ticketmaster has done stuff to people.
Oh
so,
yeah, for sure.
Especially with Taylor Swift with the Eras tour,
that was a
absolutely
nightmare.
Ridiculous. I remember some people, especially with Beyonce about the Renaissance tour, some people were having some issues, and Ticketmaster needs to get it together because you're messing with people's money, and that's not really the best thing to be doing, especially when you're talking about people's money.
I know. I'm just shocked that it's still taking Ticketmaster this long to situate this whole thing out. I mean, I feel like it's such a simple fix. I know I'm not seeing it from their perspective, but it just seems so simple. It's just such a prolonged thing. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I just feel especially with the fact that we've gone through stuff like quarantine where we haven't been able to really get concerts like this in a very long time.
I think that's the thing.
It's sort of just you kind of have to figure out what you need to do, but I just hope it all works out for him and his tour.
Yeah, I agree. When we come back from the break, we will be playing Hollywood Hot Seat. Stay tuned, Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Welcome back to Hollywood Headlines. Drake is under fire for his interaction with Halle Berry, but this was definitely not the first time he's been in hot water. So we're gonna be playing Hollywood Hot Seat. Tonight, we're gonna test your Drake knowledge by giving you 10 seconds to name as many people as possible that Drake has had beef with. Are you ready, Sanai?
I am born ready. This isn't that hard. He's had so many beefs with people. This can't be that hard.
Okay, you have 10 seconds. Your time starts now.
Okay, Megan Thee Stallion, Kid Cudi, Tyga, Ludacris, Meek Mill, Kanye West, Halle Berry, Ice Spice, A$AP Rocky. Gotta be another person. Yeah.
That was really great.
Yes.
Yay!
It was a lot of people. I know that I'm forgetting. Pusha T.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
I knew that there was another couple of people that I missed, but I got a decent amount of them. Again, he's had so many beefs with people. It was hard for me to keep track for this game. But I'm very excited that I at least got 9.
Yeah, we have. I see here. There's Kanye West, Megan Thee Stallion, Pusha T, Ice Spice, Meek Mill, Kid Cudi, Big Sean, A$AP Rocky, XXX Tentacion, Tyga, and Ludacris. I'm surprised Did you get Ludacris?
Yeah.
Oh, you did, yeah. I mean, of course. And when we come back from the break, we'll be talking about NSYNC's most recent appearance on Hot Ones. Stay tuned because Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Just a couple hours ago, the popular 90s boy band NSYNC went on the YouTube series Hot Ones. The show, for those who don't know, consists of the host Sean Evans interviewing celebrities and asking them puzzling questions as they try to eat some of the spiciest chicken wings in the world. As of 3 p.m. today, the video has racked up over 500,000 views on YouTube. This appearance is just a week after NSYNC reunited and made a surprise appearance at the VMA Awards, even getting to present Taylor Swift with the Best Pop Award. Many fans have speculated that they might also be going on tour soon, as they're also planning on releasing a new song for the Trolls World Tour soundtrack, their first single in nearly 21 years. Sanai, did you watch this Hot Ones episode?
I did. I remember my sister had DM'd it to me. She's like, because my sister was born in 1992, so she grew up with NSYNC.
Yeah.
And I remember her texting me. She's like, NSYNC just came out with a video. You have to watch it. I'm like, okay. But
you were thinking a music video, but it's just Hot Ones.
I thought it was gonna be like something bigger than that. Like, oh, they're going on tour.
Right.
Or like something, I don't know.
Big tour.
But like, yeah, like, or something. But I am glad that they are all reuniting again. Like, they all got to present at the VMAs, which I thought was cool.
That was a huge surprise. No one had that coming. They hid that very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the episode just a couple of hours ago too, when it was released. I only got to watch half of it, but still their interactions and their chemistry is still like they never like, not that they ever broke up, like they parted ways for a little bit.
Yeah.
Lance Bass was there was like one time in the interview though where like the interviewer was asking a question where it was like, so Lance made a joke where it was like, yeah, I know I'm gay. And I was like, that is so funny because he's been constantly asking like,
He's been asked that for so long. It's just like, yeah, it's just a
It's just a perfect quip, and that made me want to get into the episode so much more. Do you think the rumors of them touring are true?
Possibly. I mean, you never know. Especially like this may even come for like a bunch of other bands because some people were like, oh, if NSYNC is coming back, does that mean Backstreet Boys is coming back? Does that mean all these other bands are coming back? I'm like,
I
slow
know.
your roll.
I mean, I personally don't think they're gonna go on tour. I think they're gonna do the Super Bowl. They're gonna do like a big boy band stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe even have like, oh, it'd be so cool if like Destiny's Child reunited and everything.
Know what?
Like
I mean,
Boyz II Men.
Also, Destiny's Child also did the Super Bowl together, so it would
Yeah.
be fun.
And the one group you were telling me about this earlier. I think it's SWV or SMB.
SWV.
Yes, they did that did the Human Nature remix.
Yep.
That would be really cool to see as well.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have for tonight, but make sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. A big thank you to Sinai Browning for coming to today's show. I'm Kevin Lynch. Have a great weekend, Millersville. Can you do something for me?